celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak, awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu.
Gira ramai homono botadong nuito ponsol kada kolihu ko basanan toko oh senang hatiku kita boleh bertemu bersama menyambut gawai dan keamatan jumpa semua tomping naik kada dusun dan wagadayaku soralah ramai dilupakan yang lalu ingatlah happy kita bonio mari kita semua happy gawai kamatan kita bonio mari kita semua happy gawai kamatan kita bonio mari kita semua gawai kemana selamat hari gawai sementara keamatan langkah senang buang menua
Kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate gawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bad itu, nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu memaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas Lepas tu kau celebrate kau awak is a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah aku kelalu ngemaruh.
Dan awak, awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau awak is a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah aku kelalu ngemaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau awak is a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah aku kelalu ngemaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau awak is a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah aku kelalu ngemaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau awak is a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah aku kelalu ngemaruh.
Dan awak kia belajar.
Imagine.
Good evening, it's 11 p.m. on the hour. You're now with me, Douglas Elliott, for TVS Nightline. Our top headlines. The International Criminal Court is seeking arrest warrants against Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and top Hamas leaders. Iran has declared 5 days of public mourning following the tragic death of its president, Ebrahim Raisi. And Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim extends his condolences to the people of Iran. The prosecutor of the International Criminal Court just hours ago applied for arrest warrants against Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and top Hamas leaders on suspicion of war crimes and crimes against humanity. Prosecutor Karim Khan said he was seeking warrants against Netanyahu and Israel Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for crimes including starvation, willful killing, and extermination and/or murder.
The charges laid against the Hamas leaders, including Yahya Sinwar, the head of the movement in Gaza, and Ismail Haniyeh, the movement's political chief, include extermination, rape, and other acts of sexual violence, and taking hostages as a war crime. The landmark request was greeted with outrage in Israel, whose Foreign Minister Israel Katz slammed the application as a historical disgrace that will be remembered forever. Meanwhile, Hamas said it strongly condemns the ICC prosecutor's application for arrest warrants against its leaders, but said it supported the ICC's move against Netanyahu and Gallant. ICC judges will now decide whether the application meets the threshold for the warrants to be formally issued. That process could take some weeks or even months.
Iran has declared 5 days of public mourning following the tragic death of its president, Ebrahim Raisi. The announcement was made by Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, who also named Vice President Mohammad Mokhber as the interim president. In a televised message, Ayatollah offered condolences to the Iranian nation and expressed profound sadness over the death of Raisi in the tragic incident on Sunday. He described Raisi as a hard-working leader and a popular president who dedicated his life serving the people of Iran, the country, and Islam. Meanwhile, Mokber will work with the heads of Iran's parliament and judiciary to prepare for a presidential election within 50 days, a period of time set out in Iran's constitution for replacing a president who dies in office. Iran's cabinet has also appointed a deputy foreign minister Ali Bagheri Khani as its acting foreign minister. Back home, Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim extends his condolences to the people of Iran over the helicopter crash that killed President Ibrahim Raisi on Sunday. Anwar said Malaysia also mourned the calamity that befell the nation and expressed his solidarity to its people during this difficult time.
In his Facebook post, Anwar also shared a picture of him and Raisi, which was taken during the meeting on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly in New York last November. He added Raisi exemplified a deep commitment to the welfare of his people and the dignity of his nation, which represents a proud and rich civilization rooted in the principles of Islam. Meanwhile, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzol, in a message on X, said Raisi's passing is deeply felt, particularly his role in urging leaders of Islamic countries to make decisive resolutions on the Palestinian issue. Similarly, Foreign Minister Dato Sri Muhammad Hassan also expressed his sorrow over the demise of Raisi, Iran's Foreign Minister Dr. Hussein Amiral Dollahian, and other passengers in the crash. Defense Minister Dato Sri Muhammad Khalid Nordin also expressed condolences and conveyed prayers from the people of Malaysia to the people of Iran during this difficult time. Raisi's helicopter crashed on Sunday afternoon in the Varzakan region as it was returning with several others from a ceremony to inaugurate the dam on Iran's border with Azerbaijan.
The Crime Prevention Club is planning a large-scale crime prevention program in the region to mark its 25th silver anniversary. The club's committee chairman, Dato Sri Johnny Chung, announced that the proposal was presented to the Sarawak Governor, Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, during a courtesy visit earlier today.
To bring this proposal to fruition, the club will meet with the Sarawak State Education Department for further discussions.
Saya ingin buat satu program untuk mantan sekolah tun, maksudnya primary school atau secondary school atau university, di mana kita akan buat back to school for tun. Jadi Tun menasihatkan saya supaya saya dapat sampaikan matlamat saya bersama dengan Jabatan Pendidikan di Negeri Sarawak ini.
He said that Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi is the ideal role model for the program.
Because saya pilih Tun sebab beliau adalah seorang tokoh yang saya sanjung tinggi, di mana dia ada pernah bersama dengan saya dalam jabatan Kementerian Dalam Negeri satu, dan dia pernah jadi bekas polis. Jadi inilah tokoh yang kita nak, yang boleh, yang layak bersama kita dalam Yayasan Pencegahan Jenayah.
Furthermore, he will invite experts and members of the Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, to share insights on crime prevention. The Crime Prevention Club was established on June 10, 1999.
The Miri City Council must remain consistent in providing excellent services to city residents, serving as a positive reflection for visitors. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian urged council members to maintain the local authorities' good image as it represents the community's attitude and the city's condition under their management.
If you go to anywhere else, right, the most important things is what? The city hall. City hall represents the authority of the city. So each one of you, right, has to be a good representative of the city authority. So it is a very important. So anyone come to Miri City, be it tourists or be it visitors, or be it local community, this is the authority. Okay, so whatever you do, it reflects not only you, it reflects the city, the people of Miri City.
Council members were also reminded to uphold MBM's mission and vision to transform Miri into a green smart city and a top international tourist destination. He made these remarks during his speech celebrating Miri City's 19th anniversary at the Miri City Council earlier today. This year's theme, Equatorial Harmony, a blend of culture and taste, highlights the rich diversity of cultures, traditions, and cuisine that define Miri City.
Meanwhile, at the same event, Dr. Sim revealed that the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, has agreed to raise the allowances for council members. However, the exact amount is yet to be finalised. This delay, according to Dr. Sim, is due to the need to also consider allowances for community leaders as well as village chiefs.
Councillor allowance Premier has agreed to pay increase, but it's just the amount that hasn't finalized. Yeah, the amount that hasn't finalized because Premier will have to take into consideration of the KMKK. The councillors is about 900 only. As a Premier, being a responsible finance minister, even though Sarawak is doing well financially, we still have to be, and Premier always reminding us to be prudent. You don't just simply spend your money.
He said this to reporters after the flag-raising ceremony celebrating Miri City's 19th anniversary at the Miri City Hall earlier today. Previously, Abang Johari had announced that the allowance for the State Legislative Assemblyman attending Sarawak Legislative Assembly sittings had been increased to 450 ringgit per day. Regarding the salary increase for public servants, announcement will be made only after obtaining details and budgets from the federal government. Prime Minister Dato' Seri Anwar Ibrahim announced a salary increase for public servants of over 13%, but Abang Johari assured that the increase provided will exceed the federal rate.
The Ministry of Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development Sarawak welcomes the initiative by Maidan to assist the less fortunate in the community. Its Deputy Minister, Dato' Muhammad Razi Sitam, said the initiative, carried out through Maidan's Corporate Social Responsibility CSR program Maidan Prihatin, will help alleviate the burdens of recipients as the Gawai Diet celebration approaches.
Dengan kerjasama yang terus terjalin dengan TVS sebagai salah satu rakan media Maidan dan menerusi badan kebajikannya iaitu TVS Prihatin, ini juga dapat memperkasakan program-program CSR yang akan dilaksanakan oleh Maidan di negeri Sarawak. Melalui kerjasama tersebut, pihak Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat Sarawak dengan berbesar hati menyokong inisiatif ini dan berharap agar lebih banyak program-program CSR anjuran Maidan dan TVS dapat dilaksanakan di masa yang akan datang.
He said this in his speech during the CSR charity event for Gawai with Maidan and TVS at Maidan Tunku Vista Hypermarket Petrajaya earlier today. Apart from the Gawai celebration, Muhammad Razi hopes that the charity program could be continued and implemented for other celebrations. During the event, a total of 100 families from the B40 income group categories in Kuching received kitchen essentials worth 100 ringgit and Maidan vouchers worth 200 ringgit.
In a heartwarming gesture, Maidan Muhammad Holdings Berhad extended a helping hand to 100 families through its Corporate Social Responsibility Gawai program in collaboration with TVS on Monday. Expressing the ethos of Kami Bawa Senyuman, or We Bring the Smiles, Maidan Managing Director Dato' Wira Dr. Amir Ali highlighted the initiative's focus on spreading joy within local communities at every Maidan Hypermarket location.
Kali ini kami menjalani sinergi bersama TBS dengan menghulurkan bantuan bakul makanan serta voucher tunai Maidan bagi meringankan pembelajaran komuniti setempat yang memerlukan bagi menyambut perayaan Hari Gawai tidak lama lagi. Sudah tentunya bantuan kemasyarakatan ini tidak boleh bergerak sendirian. Bagi juga kerajaan, justru itu peranan kami sebagai syarikat korporat adalah dengan menyumbang kembali kepada masyarakat yang memerlukan dengan penganjuran program seumpama ini.
He said this as he concluded the CSR Gawai program with Maidan and TVS at the Maidan Tunku Vista Hypermarket Petrajaya on Monday. Nearly 30,000 individuals benefited from Maidan Prihatin's program last year.
kami tidak bersendirian. Melalui payung Maidin Prihatin, kami juga bersolidariti dengan rakan-rakan pembekal terlibat bagi mengumpul dana melalui pemberian barangan terpilih. Setiap nilai yang pelanggan kami belanjakan, mereka sebenarnya turut membantu golongan rentan secara tidak langsung. Berat sama dipikul, ringan sama ditunjang.
This CSR initiative, initiated in 2019, has successfully aided over 100 individuals nationwide. Moreover, TVS serves as a proud collaborative partner with Maidin, actively contributing to strengthening Maidin Prihatin's presence in Sarawak through its CSR program, TVS Prihatin.
Lepas tu kau celebrate kau as a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah Datuk. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu mengaruh.
Dan awak, awak kira belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau as a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah Datuk. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu mengaruh.
Dan awak kira belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau as a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah Datuk. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu mengaruh.
Dan awak kira belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kau as a champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah Datuk. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku terlalu mengaruh.
Dan awak kira belajar.
Imagine, kau menang.
Welcome back. A woman has been arrested by the police for abandoning a week-old baby boy at a poultry processing shop in Jabur Kubur, Jalan Air Putih in Terengganu on Saturday. Kemaman District Police Chief Superintendent Hanyan Ramlan said the unemployed 20-something-year-old woman was arrested at 11 a.m. today. Additionally, a 24-year-old man who is believed to be a romantically linked partner was also arrested at 3 p.m. around Chukai Town.
Hanyan said the man was detained to determine whether he had colluded with the woman to dump the baby. He said investigations found that she had given birth to a baby boy on May 12 at her boyfriend's house in Jabur Kubur before abandoning the baby at the location on Saturday, May 18th. He said a DNA test would be conducted on the woman to determine whether she has any connection to a similar incident last year, where a baby girl whose umbilical cord was still intact and covered with ants was found at the same shop last July. On Saturday, a lorry driver found the baby boy wrapped in a plain shirt, shivering on the cold floor of the shop at about 7:30 a.m. The 3-kilogram baby was sent to Kemaman Hospital and the case is being investigated under Section 317 of the Penal Code for concealing the birth of a child with the intention of dumping the baby.
2 men who are detained by police for attempting to trespass into Istana Negara with a machete on Friday were charged in court today. Kuala Lumpur Police Chief Dato' Rusti Muhammad Isa said both suspects, who were charged under Section 447/511 of the Penal Code, pleaded guilty to the offence.
The duo, however, pleaded not guilty to an additional charge under Section 6(1), the Corrosive and Explosive Substances and Offensive Weapons Act 1958. The motive of the 2 suspects trying to trespass into Istana Negara could also not be ascertained. On Friday, police stopped a vehicle that tried to enter Gate 3 of Istana Negara for the purpose of meeting His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong at 4:40 p.m. The driver and passenger in the car, aged 29 and 37, were detained after a police found a machete while searching the vehicle.
Police are investigating whether the strings of recent events involving the safety and security of important national institutions are random acts or part of a coordinated plan. Home Minister Dr. Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said police and the Ministry of Home Affairs took a serious view of the issue and are closely monitoring the situation to prevent any further incidents.
Jadi adalah penting dalam siasatan polis ini untuk kita menentukan sama ada serangan-serangan ini adalah tindakan rambang atau sebahagian daripada rancangan yang terkoordinasi, sama ada dilakukan oleh individu atau kumpulan.
On Friday, two policemen, Constable Ahmad Azhar Fahmi Azhar and Constable Muhammad Shafiq Ahmad Said, were killed while another was injured after they were attacked by an intruder at the Ulu Tiram police station in Johor. On the same day, two men, aged 29 and 37, were arrested for allegedly trying to trespass into Istana Negara. Nasution said he has been instructed to brief Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim on the latest development in police investigations into several of the incidents.
Pihak polis juga telah memulakan siasatan segera bagi setiap kes dan berada dalam keadaan berjaga-jaga untuk mengelakkan sebarang insiden lanjut. Ini komitmen pasukan polis kerana ketenteraman dan keselamatan awam. Itu tak ada kompromi.
He also urged the public not to make any speculation or decimate unfounded views regarding the incidents through social media. He said the police would also provide the latest developments in their investigations regarding several of these incidents to the public from time to time.
Malaysia is currently exploring avenues to optimize water catchment areas to generate solar energy without adversely impacting the environment or water quality. Speaking at the 10th World Water Forum high-level leadership meeting on Monday, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Energy Transition and Water Transformation Dato Sri Fadilah Yusof said Malaysia will ensure that competition and inequalities for water resources and energy will be balanced without undermining the overall resilience of the communities.
Fadilah emphasized Malaysia's goal of ensuring water security for all through integrated water resources management, which include achieving 98% clean water coverage in rural areas and reducing the non-revenue water rate to 31% by 2025. He highlighted last year about 97.1% of the population in Malaysia had access to safe drinking water and 85.4% of the population, particularly in main cities, received centralized sewerage services. Fadilah stressed that Malaysia is also developing a framework for resilience with water in Malaysia's National Adaptation Plan. Earlier, Fadilah joined world leaders at the World Water Forum high-level leadership meeting chaired by Indonesian President Joko Widodo. The forum, held every 3 years, aimed to foster global cooperation and promote actions in identifying current issues related to water management through integrated solutions. Its focus areas include water conservation, clean water, food and energy security, and disaster mitigation.
The government aims to double the number of high-quality and resilient Bumiputra companies listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange in the future. Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli said that to achieve this, Bumiputra businesses need to shift and focus on transforming the ecosystem to be more progressive.
Sebenarnya inilah salah satu juga daripada langkah-langkah kerajaan untuk kita menambahkan lagi syarikat-syarikat Bumiputra yang bermutu dan berdaya tahan untuk pergi sehingga ke penyenaraian. Sebab masalah yang kita ada dalam ekonomi kita, walaupun dia masalah ekonomi lah, bukan masalah Bumiputra saja. Kita banyak syarikat yang kecil tapi dia tak boleh nak pergi ke depan. Jadi walaupun ada minat yang tinggi daripada pelabur di pasaran saham, tapi dari segi calon-calon syarikat yang boleh disenaraikan itu, dia tidak mencukupi. Dan bila kita lihat, sebenarnya dia ada banyak masalah struktur.
To support this goal, 3 Bumiputra mandated agencies, namely the Unit Peneraju Agenda Bumiputra Teraju, Yayasan Peneraju YP, and Equity Nasional Berhad Equinas, have been realigned with the objective of the Madani government to strategically, sustainably, and effectively enhance Bumiputra economic participation. Rafizi highlighted that through this realignment, these 3 agencies will play specific roles within the Bumiputra entrepreneurial ecosystem.
Memang 3 agensi ini memberi tumpuan kepada spektrum penciptaan nilai yang lebih tinggi. Sebab itu dari segi talent dia kena bermula dengan yang profesional, dan yang profesional tu pun kita nak latih mereka supaya jangan berpuas hati jadi chartered accountant tapi dia kerja makan gaji sampai ke sudah. They should become business leaders, and these are the people yang kita perlukan untuk melahirkan perniagaan-perniagaan yang bersaiz sederhana dan besar. So memang tak ada mikro dah lepas ni.
He added that this will be accomplished through smart and innovative collaborations between the public and private sectors. This is in line with the principles of the Bandari government that emphasizes inclusivity, effectiveness, and sustainability.
Celebrate kawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku kelalu memaruh.
Dan awak, awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku kelalu memaruh.
Dan awak, awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku kelalu memaruh.
Dan awak, awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kawai se-champion.
Nama aja pengawal aku bah itu. Nama aja bisi.
Tahukah, aku kelalu memaruh.
Dan awak, awak kia belajar.
Imagine, kau menang. Lepas tu kau celebrate kawai se-champion.
Lai Ching-te was sworn in as Taiwan's new president earlier today, marking the start of a historic third consecutive term for the island's ruling Democratic Progressive Party DPP, which has championed democracy in the face of years of growing threats from China. Lai, a former doctor and vice president, has vowed to defend the island's democracy, as he called on China to end its military intimidation of the self-ruled island. During his inauguration speech, Lai also directly addressed the threat of war, following years of growing pressure from China to bring Taiwan under mainland rule. He also thanked Taiwanese citizens for their refusal to be swayed by external forces, in addition to resolutely defending democracy.
民主、和平、繁荣是台湾的国家路线，也是台湾与世界的连结。台湾是世界民主链的亮点。 民主台湾的光荣时代已经来临，我希望中国正视中华民国存在的事实，尊重台湾人民的选择，拿出诚意，和台湾民选合法的政府，在对等尊严的原则下。 以对话取代对抗，交流取代围堵，进行合作。
China has described Lai as a dangerous separatist for his past comments on Taiwan's independence, rhetoric that he has moderated in recent years. On Monday, he said his government will neither yield nor provoke and will maintain the status quo, a balance that preserves Taiwan's sovereignty while not declaring formal independence. Lai urged Beijing to share with Taiwan the global responsibility of maintaining peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait and ensure the world is free from the fear of war. Lai has made repeated overtures to resume high-level communications with China, which Beijing severed in 2016 when his predecessor, Tsai Ing-wen, took power.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally as well as internationally. For up-to-the-minute headlines, head on over to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And that's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Douglas Elliott. Thank you for watching.